tell us more about your opinion about your not your president, your neighbor's president say about you want to send troops to Ukraine. I want to hear your view.
Oh, I mean, Shadowy has already explained the main thing about Macron. I won't say that I won't say that he's crazy. He's just a puppet. He's like he's not crazy. He's like a commercial from a company where his job exactly, he's a puppet. He's like a commercial from a company where his job is to sell you something that the company produce. Whatever it produce, the guy don't understand what it's producing, what the company is selling and why it is selling, but his job is to sell you something. And Macron is that. He's just a commercial to send what the oligarchs who have put him in power are saying to him. So when he's talking about, we might not discard the idea of sending troops in Ukraine, it's because someone has tell him to say that. He don't understand what he's saying. He's just selling it. He don't think about what's the consequences of it, what is needed to assemble soldiers and send them there, and what will happen, and he doesn't care. He don't need to think about that. He's just put there. He's just a mouthpiece. That's it. But
we had a saying, RL. We used to call our Prime Minister Scotty from marketing because of this, because he was just the marketing guy for the corporations. So it sounds like it's Emmanuel from marketing.
Yeah, I mean, he is a guy who is talking about the future of a nation, but he has no children. Yeah. I mean, what he's talking about, he don't know what he's talking about. He just don't understand what he's talking about, and he don't care because he don't need to understand. He is a marketing man, as you mentioned, a commercial guy. He's just there to sell you something. That's it.
Oh, you're asking for the impossible from Macron.
He had issues. He had issues with the farmers, and suddenly decided to make that meeting and talk about the possibility of sending troops. I mean, it's everything is commercial.
But why? Because I wonder if Biden's administration told him to do this. In other words, it's like, oh, I wonder if it was a panic. If it's like, oh no, we've lost Avdiivka, Ukraine is going to hell. Quickly, Macron, go out there and say something bellicose. Say something to get Europe to support them, because we haven't passed the funding bill, and now we're not going to pass the funding bill anytime soon. We need Europe to do something.
It might be the case. It might be the case. It's possible. I mean, they have the same backers. Biden and Macron have the same puppet masters behind them.
And I saw that the lady from Estonia came out after Macron, and I thought, gee, that's a pretty thin lineup. I mean, is there anyone else? Like maybe someone from Italy or, even the UK. But then immediately people were saying, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I don't know. I thought it was all a bit desperate.
Don't think because Macron said something and then all the other European leaders say, oh, come on, Macron, you are going a bit too far. Doesn't mean that they are not aligned or will not align later with what Macron just sell or sold.
He's tricking the Baltic states into going to
war. Because this is the main line for European official politicians. And also from United States, they are saying one thing, and then sometimes later it's the exact opposite that happened. We will not send tanks. We saw tanks. We will not send air defense system. You see air defense system. Or we will not get directly involved in Ukraine. And we know you have NATO operative in Ukraine. And so forth and so on.
Just a quick word, because when I was hearing, it felt like Macron is just there to scam the Baltics into sending troops into Ukraine, because he said, I think we can send no troops. Then the Baltics is like, yes, let's go. Then immediately they volunteer themselves. Then he's like, it's a scam, it's a trick. Right?
In my opinion, this is more play against Scholz than what Ariel was talking about. This is like the British, they sent Storm Shadows, French sent a Scalp, and Germany was promising Tauruses to send Tauruses to Ukraine, but they're refusing. So Scholz is refusing to send Tauruses. So this is the play, if you don't say together, French and British working against Scholz now. This is what it is about, promising, we'll need to send troops there if we don't send Tauruses, missiles, cruise missiles. This is what I see it's more about. And some Russian strategists also were talking about it as that. Next one, Prata.
Well, Prata?